And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's Arizona facing the UCLA Bruins.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Taking a look at Arizona, we've got Hollis Jefferson. Johnson is out there with Mitchell, and it's Lewis in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Lawson. Well, for the Arizona Wildcat program, they didn't really become the force it is today until the 80s. Since then, Greg, Arizona has been a big player in the conference.
How about having a string of conference titles, 14 in total, all coming since 1986.
And it's the Bruins with the ball. It's a three-point game. Here's the 3, and he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Freak. Freak's got 5.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Johnson for 3. Can't get it to go. The Bruins go the other way with it. Here's Free. There's Freak. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Freak's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half. Absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them. That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And the Bruins tack on 2 more. Freak's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Johnson, he's checked in for UCLA. Starks comes in for Free. Now here's Ewing. Down low. Shot to stop the run. And it's Freak with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now Goodwin. Outside Williams. The screen from Ewing. On the wing, Williams. And it's Ewing penetrating off target at the rim. The Bruins leading by 6.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood.
Freak in a 2-guard. Looney out there with Johnson. Then there's Starks. And it's Campbell in at the 3. And for Arizona, they've got Ewing. Williams is out there with Goodwin. And it's Hollins in at the 3 at the 4 slot. Outside Williams. And the pass to Ewing. Ewing, a screen on Campbell. Clock at 6. Goodwin kicks to Carter. Launches it. UCLA grabs the miss. Wow, Greg, all those great players you mentioned with UCLA, a lot of Hall of Famers in that list, Clark.
Yeah, and they've continued that tradition with current NBA stars, Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook, probably the two highest profile former Bruins in the NBA today. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same...
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
You came for a show, and you got a show. What a first half we saw with a big lead being built early on.
And what a performance from Freak so far. You take him out of the equation, and this lead they have might not even exist. He's lived up to the hype in this one.
Freak in at shooting guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the center. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
And for Arizona, they've got Mitchell. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson. And it's Lewis in at the center. And for the Bruins, Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the 5, down low.
And guys, thinking again about the Bruins being so dominant during those decades, they set so many records in that time frame, won 88 games in a row, which is still a record for men's basketball.
To the left wing, to the inside. Count it, and the Bruin lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Johnson.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And that one's good. Free.
And you think about the impact those years of dominance have had on UCLA. I mean, still one of the most honored and storied and decorated programs in the United States. I mean, they are the program on the West Coast, although the Wildcats might argue, at least recently.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in his game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And it's a completely new group for Arizona. From the inbound, not enough on that one as it misses.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
It's hauled in by Goodwin.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Williams double team, and the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, the Bruins. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Double team on Ewing. Carter, the pass to Williams. Ewing kicks to Goodwin. 3 on the clock. Williams for 3. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Freak's got 22 points.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Taking a look at Arizona. We've got Goodwin. Williams is out there with Ewing, and it's Carter in at the 2-guard spot. Johnson dishes to Lawson. Knocked away and stolen by Freak.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
There's the pick. Johnson the screen. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. 5 to shoot. They double him with Freak. Arizona needs to get off a shot. And they couldn't get the shot off in time. That's a 35-second shot clock violation. Freeze checked in for Freak. Both teams will make substitutions. Now Arizona with it.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bruins.
But Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout offense. That's tonight. This is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Goodwin. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
Here's UCLA. They're on a 14-4 run. Porter passes to Freak, tries from 16, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Now here's Goodwin, covered by Irving. Carter left side. That's tipped. So it's UCLA picking up the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the UCLA Bruins taking on the UConn Huskies.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
So on the floor for UCLA, Freak in a 2-guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impress me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing. Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
Now here's Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they've found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program in all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
To the wing right side. There's the pick. Cutting the screen. Here's Keith. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Huskies have won the college championship, Greg, in a number of ways, both as a favorite and as an underdog.
Yeah, I mean, they won as high as the 1 seed back in '99. And then how about in 2014? They were a 7 seed that went all the way to win and cut down those nets. So they have rightly earned every ounce of fear and respect opponents have for them come tournament time.
Here's Freak. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Freak's got 8 points.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Outside, Martin. To the paint. Here's Splitter. That is good. Splitter's got his first 2 points of the night. And it's the Bruins with the ball. 4-point game. And Freak throws it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
UConn with the ball. After the Bruins picking up a basket just moments ago. Splitter sets a screen. Shot off the screen. Keith missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Pass to Free. He feeds it to Freak. Another shot. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Freak's got 12 in the game.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right
there. Outside Jennings. Reed down low. He's against Morris. Well, you could pick any team in the NBA and name a Husky that played for him at some point. UConn has had a big impact on the NBA.
I mean, UConn has had a lot of NBA talent pass through their school. I mean, it speaks volumes about how well they are able to develop talent and win championships.
So on the floor for UCLA. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Thomas is out there with Johnson. Then there's Starks. And it's Morris in at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good. Freak.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far. And, you know, you look at the Huskies, a big part of why they get so many future NBA guys is they recruit very well on the East Coast and around the country for that matter. They are a premier destination school in the Northeast, and that part of the country loves its hoops.
Now here's Jennings. 5 on the clock. Screen by Howard. McGuire passes to Reed. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
And guys, just thinking about all the great NBA players from UConn. Ray Allen now retired, but he's the biggest name. How about Rudy Gay, Andre Drummond, Kemba Walker, Shabazz Napier? I mean, you could go on and on with the Huskies.
The Bruins leading by 12. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Here's Freak. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Jennings kicks to Sims. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And the Huskies going with a whole new group. Hello, welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game is critical.
You've got Keefe, and it's Day in at the point guard. The Bruins leading by 14. So on the floor for UCLA. Freak in at shooting guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Splitter sets a screen. Keefe passes to Day. The pass to Joseph. Puts up a 3. Can't hit. The Bruins go the other way with it. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Free passes to Freak. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now here's Joseph. They double in with Freak, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Reed a screen. Jennings drives in, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Jennings.
Jesse Jennings.
He hits both from the stripe. The Bruins leading by 16. Here's Freak, and the Bruins tack on 2 more.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Fresh is checked in for Freak. Here's UCLA. They've got Martin, and it's Day in at the point. Here's Freak. Hands it from downtown. Freak's got 29.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Here is Day. Pass to Keefe. Splitter sets a screen to end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
There's Freak, and he dunks it down.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Here is Day, and stolen by Freak. Takes the 13-footer, and Splitter pulls it down. There's 1:54 left to play here in the second half. Day, no good.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
To the inside, Joseph loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bruins.
And this was one that never really was in doubt about Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game. So it's UCLA picking up the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient...
Hi, everyone. We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see Villanova facing the UCLA Bruins.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
Now we'll look at Villanova's starting lineup. They've got Bryant. Miller is out there with Cooper, and it's Ilgauskas in at the 4 spot. And the shot is good.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Pass to Freak. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that,
and he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
And Beal kicks to Miller. Some nice ball movement by Villanova, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. They double him with Freak. Cooper kicks to Bryant. And the powerful one-handed slam. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Now here's Freak. Here's Looney. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Now here's Beal. Feeds to Bryant. Passes it to Cooper. Dishes to Miller. Pass to Bryant. Beal gets a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, who could forget Villanova and their one college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever. One of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8th seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
They double him with Freak. And Villanova go with the whole new group out there. On defense, the Bruins. Clarkson kicks it to Gaines. And Jones has it in the corner. And another miss by Villanova. On defense, Villanova trailing by 2. Here's Freak. The baseline J off the mark. Here's Villanova. Now Gaines. They double him with Freak. And Foster kicks it to Gaines. Jones the pass to Clarkson. And Jones has it in the corner. They get a hand on it. Clarkson with the ball. Now defended by Freak. 4 on the clock. Jones dishes to Clarkson. Moore. And he's good on the 3-ball. Moore's got his first 3 points of the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
So on the floor for Villanova, they've got Clarkson. He's out there with Jones. And it's Foster in at the shooting guard. The dish to Gaines. Outside, Jones kicks it to Gaines. He feeds it to Foster. Outside, Jones. Here's Foster. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. And here's Starks. And a wide open look for Freak. Drills it from outside. Freak's got 9.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting...
And the Bruins go here with a whole new group out there.
Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Teams are soft.
And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Freak in at shooting guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the 5.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as a steal set.
So on the floor for Villanova, they've got Cooper. Miller is out there with Bryant. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. They double him with Freak. Beal with it. Out defended by Freak. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And that one's good. Freak.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
And here's Bryant for 3. UCLA grabs the miss.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead. This is why everybody thinks Freak is the real deal. I mean, it's not that he takes over games like he has in the second half. It's that he does it to lead his team to wins. That's the big thing.
No doubt he's a winner through and through. A lot of success at the college level is talent, but what separates the good from the great is that competitive spirit, and Freak has that in spades.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Free against Beal. Ilgauskas the pass to Miller. Outside Bryant. Beal with the screen for Bryant. He dishes it to Ilgauskas. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. They get a hand on it. Here's Freak. Hands the 12-footer. Freak's got 12 points in just the second half.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From 11 feet away, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Bruins leading by 7. Here's the 3. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. Free against Beal. To the middle. Here's Cooper. Here's Free. There's Freak. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Freak's got 24. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Bruins.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the break for him.
Some changes here for Villanova.
Good shot for a great shot. Let the game come
and it's
to you.
Villanova with the ball.
Forcing the issue.
It's a 10-point game. They set the pick. Gaines kicks to Moore. Good D by Johnson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his game. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Villanova trails by 14. Now Gaines. Here's Clarkson. Offensive rebound. Moore with the bucket.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Here's Freak. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Here is Gaines. Moore with the bucket. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the second half. Here's Freak. It's tipped.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bruins.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Gaines. Irving with the steal. Now here's Freak, defended by Jones. Here's Freak. That's good. Freak's got 34 points.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Gaines kicks to Jones. The pass to Clarkson. It's Jones on the wing. Down low, here's Gaines. And it's Freak with the rebound. Off the mark. So it's UCLA picking up the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were a superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the four-man position.
And with any championship game, you know that every player's going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on
in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late, Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
And Badgers have been great since right around the millennium. Since about 1999, they have made the tournament every season. Guys, few schools can say that.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Free passes to Freak. Over to the wing. Shoots from 8, and he overshot that one, missing.
And, you know, for Wisconsin and their consistent appearances in the tournament, guys, they don't just show up and leave now. I mean, they often go deep in the tournament. Sooner or later, I think they might go all the way again.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And Fisher kicks to Hill. That's tipped. Here Starks. Pass to Freak. Shoots from 14. Good on the shot. Freak's got 8 points.
What a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And he kicks the bucket. He's got 10. Now, here is Hill. Fisher with the ball. Now Conley. Down low. Here's Wade, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark with the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Roberts is checked in for UCLA. Fresh comes in for Starks.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Freak, he's in a point guard. Also fresh out there. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. And it's Walker in at the 4 slot. Now, here's Decker. There's a good screen. Hawkins passes to Wade. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal in high school.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
And the Bruins go in here with a whole new... And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, This is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And you've got to be excited after the show we saw in the first half. Freak and his team came right out and took control of this game.
And guys, give them credit. They came to play. A lot of times nerves can slow a team up in a title game like this, but they look as cool as a cucumber. They still need to have another strong half here to close things out.
Freak in a 2-guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the 5 down low. And for the Badgers, they've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in a power forward. And that one's good. Freak.
And guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And here's Decker. Pick up by Hill. Now the pass to Hawkins. There's the dish to Hill. There's the pick. It's Hawkins on the wing. Free defending. 5 to shoot. And the wide open shot from Decker. And again, it's the Badgers missing. Decker's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Now here's Freak. D right on him.
Sticking too much.
The shot no good. So the Badgers will take it the other way. Decker kicks to Hawkins. And he's on the money with his first shot today. And Wisconsin going with almost an entirely new group here. Here's Freak. 25 points in the game. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Talk about some great numbers for Freak. 25 points, and he's tacked on a couple of blocks today, too.
And they've been important to the team. Even if it's only a couple, it's helped them establish a defensive presence inside.
And both free throws good from Freak. Here's the Badgers with the ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Hill. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Gibson the screen. Hill dishes to Gibson. And taken away by Johnson. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Shoots from 12. The Badgers pull it in. Here's Hill. Shot is off. Excellent D from Thomas.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Freak, he's in at the point. Thomas is out there with Johnson. Then it's Fresh, and it's Morris in at the 3 spot. Freak with it. He's picked up by Hill.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Now here's Freak. Johnson, the pass to Freak. And another miss by UCLA. Hill kicks to Fisher. The baseline J. He squares up and sinks it. The Bruins leading by 22.
And with this lead, it looks like they'll hold on for the title. A special moment for everyone on the team. And really, what a year it's been for their star, Freak.
Yeah, very impressive considering everybody pinned their hopes on him to lead the team at the start of the season. And he hasn't disappointed. For all the hype that surrounded him, he lived up to all of it.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bruins.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow them.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi, I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr.
Hey,
Pete?
Bobs.
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking and vibing, I love it, freaking and vibing. This freaking and vibing thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're going to make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in mind, so.
Cece, I said we because we're going to do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But, Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but I was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But, Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody, Pete. You didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right.
Anything could happen. This is his future. This is his life.
You're not listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You've got to listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with
It's
y'all.
not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know what? But it is his future.
This is none of your business.
You
Don't even
Wait,
know
Freak,
why.
you still have a decision to make. Sign with me,
it's
yes
none of
or
your
no.
business.
It's
None
your
of my
problem.
business.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do. Nobody is better.
Seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just need to
Pagnotti,
understand.
Would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cece go through this contract front to back. I'm going to think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm going to call you guys later. I love you.
Love you,
Love you too, son. Bye. We met working at the post office together. Martha was the clerk, and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that. It was true. It happened to me.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select the shooting guard from UCLA.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette. My dude, Vic.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, all them in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
He's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
You know, Mama.
Tell Mama.
No, Mama.
Go get him, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibration.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
First NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. I'm ready. Now it's time for me to show everybody I belong. And do my best to represent Harlem.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here. First game of the NBA's regular season. His very first. Official NBA playing time. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Freak.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so, too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Zhang. Miller is out there with Levine. Then there's Shabazz Muhammad, and it's Pekovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability. And there you have it, folks, the very first NBA bucket from Freak.
Too easy. You know, maybe not the prettiest bucket he'll ever score, but it'll always be the first one.
And the first will make it the prettiest one. Well, no matter how he got it, just a fantastic moment in this young man's career and his basketball life.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready. He's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Williams kicks to Black. To the paint, there's Freak. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Robert Sacre, he's checked in for the Lakers. There's the feed to Levine. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Hey, for Zach LaVine, the dunk contest last season was his coming out party to the world. He put on a show that everybody in the NBA was buzzing about.
And for Levine and his dunking, if you saw him in college or last season, you knew he was a very special player in the air.
Well, Levine can be one of the great all-time dunkers with his height and ability to lift off. He gets airborne so effortlessly that there are few that can match his power and finesse once he's airborne.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Pekovic. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Here's Freak. And that misses. That would have put him up. From deep. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I can be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the...
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Some changes for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 3. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Nikola Pekovic. Shabazz Muhammad is out there with Jang. That's Andre Miller. And it's Levine in at the 2 spot.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Well, there was a time when the media had written off Shabazz Muhammad as an impact player. He showed last year he belongs in this NBA.
Yeah, certainly did. I mean, he improved in every facet of the game, and sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon, Kevin. The media in general, not you in particular. He's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
And it's Miller penetrating from 12 feet out. Here's Dang, and that one is stuffed right through.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
And for Muhammad, it's weird that so many fans had given up on a player just after his rookie season. I mean, he's vindicated anyone who stuck with him after his slow rookie start.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Now the pass to Levine. Inside. And that one's good. Pekovic. Pekovic has got his second bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Clarkson kicks to Freak. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Freak's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
And for Muhammad, a lot of it had to do with the hype he got in college, coupled with his age situation. So when he struggled, people were too quick to write him off. But he has showed he can ball. Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Here's Freak. That's short off the rim. Timberwolves shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's Levine. Rebound by Williams. LA's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Pass to Freak. Rebound Minnesota. Pekovic has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Takes the 13-footer. Good as the jump shot falls. Muhammad's got the game tied up here for Minnesota. Williams dishes to Clarkson. Here's Freak. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's time. The 3rd quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away. Making substitutions here. Timberwolves trail by 4. Freak in at small forward. Williams is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Black in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Laker 5. Here's Miller. No good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. 1:37 left to play in the third. Los Angeles with another miss. The Timberwolves shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Miller. On the wing, Wiggins fires the three. Good. And Miller gets the assist. 14 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Williams passes to Clarkson. Here's Freak. And the Lakers get it back. Clarkson kicks to Freak. He dishes it to Randall. Passes to Freak. Second chance shot. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Wiggins passes to Miller. Feeds to Muhammad. They double him with Freak. Knocked away. Out of bounds. Timberwolves fall as Minnesota keeps possession.
I had it.
Six on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Miller hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
There's Freak. Muhammad grabs the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Stolen by Clarkson. And the game still closely contested as Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Sacre, he's checked in for Bass. Brown comes in for Young. Freak's checked in for Bryant. And it's Clarkson in for Russell. And then for Minnesota, Nikola Pekovic comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Wiggins is subbed in for Muhammad. So on the floor for Minnesota, Wiggins outside at the 3 with Anthony Towns at the 4. Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. And it's Pekovic in at the 5.
Free. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Wow. I missed. That's crazy.
And he's good on the second. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Levine dishes to Martin. To the paint. Here's Garnett. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Freak with it. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Free. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good. Freak. And both free throws good from Freak. Here's Levine. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now we'll send it up to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who is standing by for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
Look, how many times have we seen games like...
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA.